What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Piledriver. I'm your host, co-host, Dean Samples. As you may see, I'm going solo dolo today because my partner in crime, the best in the world, is not here today. Unfortunately, he will be back next week, but I'm here. We're here for another episode. We got some stuff to talk about in the midst of AEW Full Gear, a big night, which most of you have known. Um, MJF is now the AEW Heavyweight Champion. We have a new AEW Women's Intern Champion, and Tony Storm dropped the towel to Jamie Hayter. The crowd was lit for that, man. That was a good match. They were way behind Jamie, and I appreciate that. It was great to see Jamie get her flowers. The hell of a match. I'm kind of curious where this goes from there. You know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let's go down from the card. AEW Full Gear, top to bottom. I think personally was a great pay-per-view. I would give it four out of five pile drivers. It was great. The post-match interview, media scram, whatever you want to call it, with MJF was chef's kiss. So we had the steel cage match with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, which I thought was a great one. Jungle Boy walked away with the victory, which he needed that one really bad. He really did. And he was quite impressive. And I did not notice that he dropped. It's Jungle Boy Jack Perry now. I don't know how long he's been going by that. I just now caught on to that. I like it. I dig it. It was weird at first, but I don't know if this is going to be the end of the storyline. It's been quite the storyline. If we're not, let's be honest with each other. It's been pretty interesting. We'll see what happens with that. We had a TBS championship match. Jade Cargill looking phenomenal as always. Beat Nyla Rose to remain undefeated. I know Mike picked that one. He picked Nyla to win. I walked away with the victory there. We'll go over that next week, all the points there. We also got points coming up for Survivor Series that's coming this weekend as well. We're going to go over the card that's announced so far. And then later on the week, me and Mike will get together and we'll put the picks out, kind of like that we did for Full Gear. We had Sting and Darby Allin versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, I am never, ever again going to take for granted the ability to watch Sting wrestle. Dude has been phenomenal. He's the ageless wonder. I love that man. Him and Darby walk away with the victory. Jeff Jarrett, impressive as well for his age. Both men. Gotta give him credit for where credit's due. They're older gentlemen. They're just killing it right now. Jeff Jarrett's having a year. Let's just be honest. Paige, formerly known Paige Saraya, made her in-ring debut for AEW. Her in-ring return from an injury against Britt Baker. Great match. I think it was a lot better than a lot of people expected, in my opinion. Saraya gets to win. Perfect. I know a lot of people were hating on this. They didn't think she should just walk in here and get a W like that, but I think Britt was still able to walk away without looking bad in this match. So it was beneficial for both people, which is, you like to see that. The pre-show, though, we had Eddie Kingston and June Alchemia, which was great. Eddie got the W. Ricky Starks, Brian Cage. Man, that was a good one as well. Best friends in the factory. We got to see another side of Danhausen that not many of you have been able to see. I loved it. The new theme is awesome. It's the evil side of Danhausen that he's been hinting. It's very nice, very evil. If you're not familiar with Danhausen in this gimmick, it's kind of, in a way, don't kill me for saying this, but how Finn Balor is with the demon, in a sense. Except for Danhausen's in a demon. He is a demon. And he's either very nice or he's very evil. He came out evil. And that's what we've been hoping for. And I am so hoping that they keep letting him be this on occasion when the time's right. Let him have this ability to switch back and forth because he's entertaining it was great to see that he came out, wrecked shit, got the pin, walked away with a dub for best friends. It was perfect. I couldn't have. I wouldn't want it to go any other way. um, let's talk about the stuff that gets bigger here, which I'm kind of confused. We had the TNT triple threat match for the championship. Wardlow, the champion, taking on Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs. What a match, in my opinion. These dudes just beat the shit out of each other. The ending was kind of, but Samoa Joe steals the victory here, walks away with 2 titles now. Not only is a Ring of Honor television champion, he's now a TNT champion for AEW. Samoa Joe is out here holding 2 belts. I'm curious where this is going to go. Wardlow didn't take the pin, so didn't really. You know what I'm saying? Hobbs took the pinfall, but still, I'm curious where this is going to go. Is this going to be the end? Is there going to be more of the storyline with Wardlow and Samoa Joe? I hope so. Unless this kind of opens up the door for MJF versus Wardlow. Maybe the first feud with MJF as AEW champion. We shall see. Then you got the Ring of Honor World Championship. Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, and Sammy Guevara versus Chris Jericho. Jericho retains. Sammy looked great. Danielson looked great. Everyone looked great. Bryan Danielson's phenomenal. Best wrestler in the world, in my opinion. Possibly ever. Next we got All Elite's tag team titles. They claimed against Swerve in Our Glory. They claimed retains. Then you got the Trios Championship, where we see the Elites returning from the suspension. Came out to what was it, Carry On Our Wayward Son. Great. It was I love the entrance. I love the theme. Great match. Death Triangle shocked the world, I think. I think everybody expected the Elite to come back and just take the titles back. That didn't happen. Death Triangle retains. And a wild match as you would expect it, because everybody involved in that match is super talented and can do just about anything to blow your mind at any given moment. And then obviously we talked about Jamie Hayter taking the title off Tony Storm and MJF doing that. The biggest thing from MJF, in my opinion, is, I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels this way, is William Regal turning on Moxley and tossing in the brass rings to MJF to help him seal the deal. What happens now? What happens now with the Blackpool Combat Club? We don't know. I cannot wait for Dynamite this Wednesday to see what the hell is going to happen from here. Is the Blackpool Combat Club going to implode? Quite possibly. But you've seen all the members sit there in the ring with Moxley afterwards and letting him know what happened. He's just like, Moxley, what the hell? Did some of us see this happening? Yes, in a way. I kind of did. I didn't want to admit it because I love Regal and I love Blackpool Combat Club, but man, the way he went about doing it too. Shout out to Taz. Taz and the announce crew sold that so well. I was so impressed with that. I just can't wait for Dynamite. Dynamite's going to be insane this week. We're going to have to come back and get into that next week as well, because that's going to be the first thing. I want to hear what Mike has to say. I can't wait for him to be back on the show. And I want to ask what his reaction was when he seen that Regal did that. Not just MJF. I think we all knew that MJF was going to take it, but it's just how it happened. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Survivor Series. Enough AEW. We're going to move on here. It's going to be something short and sweet today, folks. We got much to talk about. We got the build-up coming up to Survivor Series this weekend. We still got SmackDown coming up. I'm sure LA Knight and Bray Wyatt might get thrown in there. I would hope, but the way it's looking. Alexa Bliss is supposed to be on SmackDown. We're going to see what's going down Friday. Friday's going to be interesting. But as of right now, we got Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart for the SmackDown Women's title. I want Shotzi to win. I'm going to put this out here. I'm going to die in that hill. I think Shotzi has the tools. She was really over at one point. I'm hoping she's getting back to that point. They kind of buried her. after she got that back injury or whatnot. She came back and just never really got that momentum back. I would love to see Shotzi walk away with this title, and I think she's more than capable of being a world champion in this company. So we'll see what goes down with that. We got AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, which could steal the whole entire show. Yeah, we have 2 War Games matches, and this quite possibly, if done right, this could steal the show, in my opinion. You know the history between the two men. AJ versus Finn's about to be a banger. I promise you. Then we got Rollins versus Lashley versus Austin Theory, the United States title in a triple threat match. That's going to be good. I love Rollins being the U.S. title champion right now. He's putting credibility. He's making that title be more than what it has been portrayed in the past, which has been embarrassing. The United States title, Intercontinental title, has been a joke for the past 2 years. Let's just say that. Could be even more. Rollins is putting credibility back on that, and I love it. I'm rooting for Rollins to retain after that. Then we got the 2 War Games matches. We got Bianca, Alexa, Asuka, Mia Yim, the return of Mia Yim, and then a mystery opponent. We've seen the photo with the hood. Looks like there's some blue hair there. There's a lot of speculation on who that person could be. Could it be the return of Sasha Banks? Could it be Naomi? Could it be Tegan Knox? Could be numerous people. I've seen a bunch of rumors floating around online. Supposedly we'll find out. I'm hoping we'll find out Friday. If not, could it be a mystery going into Saturday? I wouldn't be mad at that either. But whoever the final person is, they're taking on Damage Control, Nikki Cross, which seems to be done with the Nikki Ash gimmick and going back to her ways, which I love. I've been calling for that for a while. Then you got Rhea Ripley, who is a absolute menace right now. Love mommy. She's thrown in the mix, and I guarantee you she's going to be an issue throughout that whole one. That's going to be a bomb-ass match right there for the women's War Games match. But you also got the bloodline. The bloodline, including Sami Zayn and the Usos, taking on the Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens in the War Games match. You got Kevin Owens with his history with Sami Zayn. Keep an eye on that. You got Drew and Sheamus putting their differences aside and joining forces to take on Roman Reigns and the Usos and Solo. Man, this is going to be a great match. There's a lot of storytelling going on from different storylines that's kind of meshing into one. It's going to be really interesting to see how this rolls. That's all we have confirmed right now. Like I said, Friday, we should have the final card set. This weekend's going down, the 26th. WWE Survivor Series War Games, and I am pumped for this one, man. I am fucking pumped for this. I love War Games matches. I miss Regal being out there in yellow War Games, but still, I'll take it, man. I will take it. That's all. There's nothing really else going on this week. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to OCW's heavyweight champion, Jake Ely, for reaching 1 year of the Thunder era of him being the champion. My man's got his hands full coming up here, entering into 2023, going against Lord Thomas the Brute for that title. It's going to be an absolute banger, man. Stay tuned to OCW Online. Look out for the tweets. The announcement when that show's going to be, I believe it's going to be in January. And you're not going to want to miss that show. I promise you're not going to want to miss that show because that match alone is going to tear the house down. Guaranteed. Big news coming out of Mega Championship. Me and Mike have been talking about it. Night of Champions is coming up. We're going to be there in attendance. The main event, Ashton Day was supposed to take on Shogun. Unfortunately, Shogun is due to scheduling, was not able to make it, which is unfortunate, but hey, Shogun, do your thing, bro. So Brandon doing his thing, Brandon X doing his thing, Brandon Xavier pulled some strings together quick and got the 2021 Match of the Year candidate, Zoe Sky, to step in and take on Ashton Day. Zoe has not been seen since that match when she took on Trey Miguel. And actually, me and Mike were in attendance for that match, and that match was absolutely amazing. It's great to see Zoe back. She's going to take on the man, Ashton Day, the champ. That's going to be a hell of a match. That card is absolutely stacked. We've gone over it numerous times. We're going to go over it again and again and again until it goes down. So keep your eyes posted. We still got a mystery opponent going on who's going to join the Kogar brothers. It's going to be a memorable night for Mega Championship friends. American Championship Wrestling, sorry. Stay tuned to that. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet today. Don't want to waste a lot of your guys' time. There's not that much going on besides what you guys already know. It's Monday night. You're going to hear this on Tuesday or watch it on Tuesday. You already know what went down with Full Gear. We're not going to sit there and do a complete recap. We're not doing that no more. We're just going to bring you to the latest and greatest, this talk stuff. I want to give you guys a little bit of things to hear. Even though the full squad's here, Mike's gone. He'll be back next week. Shout out to our sponsors. We appreciate you. Follow everybody on Believe Them Media, the Piledriver Pod, Brown and Orange Weekly. We got Guardians of the CLE, All Things Cavaliers. Go to BelieveTheMediaLLC.com. Follow. We got tons of articles, written content for you guys, whatever you want. We got a little bit for everything. We got high school sports wrapping up with the football playoffs. We got basketball and wrestling coming around the corner. We got a little bit for everybody. Just thank you guys. Go give us a follow, like, share. I know this is a short one. It's late. Getting tired. I'm a father, so bear with me here. Just wanted to get out here and talk with you guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Be good to each other. We'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye.